Oh, there's new pressure this morning on GOP Party Chairman Michael Steele. Senator John McCain was speaking out today, calling Steele's recent controversial comments about the Afghanistan war inexcusable. McCain says Steele needs to make a decision about his future as head of the party. What's next? For a fair and balanced debate, Adam Geller is a GOP pollster and strategist who polled for New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, and Jeffrey Richardson, a Democratic strategist. Welcome to you both on July 4th. Adam, let me start with you.
Sure.
That's certainly not a ringing endorsement from John McCain about Michael Steele this morning.
No, it's not a ringing endorsement, but you'll note that he didn't specifically say that Steele should step down, and the reality is he shouldn't step down. We need to just get past this. He clarified what he said, and now let's talk about the issues that matter: an economy in the tank, a failed stimulus, Gulf oil spill disaster, porous borders. There's a lot of issues that Republicans should be talking about. This is not one of them.
Yeah, but you know, they're going to continue and keep on talking about this. The Democrats certainly will, and others will. So how does he get past this?
Well, the Democrats want us to keep talking about it. This is the Democrats' dream for us to continue to talk about this. The reality is they know, as well as we know, that the real issues are the issues that I mentioned before. Look, if a verbal miscue was a reason to resign, Joe Biden would have been gone, you know, months ago.
Jeffrey, I mean, is it your dream, and do you call this a verbal miscue? Should he resign?
Well, it was a big mistake on Michael Steele's part. I mean, highlighting the fact that you have the chairman of the Republican National Committee making such a major gaffe shows that there are some major issues within the RNC, within the Republican Party, and it's a question we'll see whether the disconnect between Michael Steele and the party leadership and what effect that will have on the party leading into November. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen, you know, Michael Steele make such a gaffe, and I don't think it will be the last.
So what do they do about him?
Well, Jeffrey makes a good point. You know, Jeffrey makes a good point. You know, Michael Steele has a history of making these gaffes. The reality, though, is that when you look at fundraising, the RGA has $18 million more than the Democrat Governors Association. So, you know, the money is coming in. We're on message when it comes to the big issues. This is something we're going to live with. And when it's time for everybody to take a look at the next chairman's election, then we could deal with it.
Well, you talk about the RGA, but others say that fundraising for the RNC, I mean, it isn't up to what the Democrats have.
Well, the donors are just donating elsewhere. They're donating to the RGA. They're donating to the Senate committee, to the Congressional committee. They are putting their dollars into Republican races. They are putting it elsewhere.
Why are they doing that when that hasn't always been the history?
Well, it hasn't always been the history, but the reality is, you know, look, just give it directly to the committees that are going to spend money on the races. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's all going to the same place.
Is that a vote on Michael Steele?
Is it a vote on Michael Steele? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, some of it probably is. And so when the election is up for the next chairman, you know, we could deal with it at that time. We have too much at stake now to be getting bogged down in this. And again, if the Democrats had their way, we'd be talking about it all summer. Yeah, but we have so much more important things to talk about.
Yeah, Jeffrey, do you think this will continue? I mean, it seems that the Democrats can make hay out of this.
Well, I think we'll definitely continue to hear some conversation about this in the coming weeks. I mean, look, you know, this is one of those examples to highlight some major differences within the leadership between the two parties, and I think definitely the Democratic Party is going to utilize this at this time. I mean, obviously, again, having the chairman of the RNC make such a major gaffe with these comments says that there are some issues that they have to address. So we're going to continue to hear about it.
Well, Adam, final word. They only have 5 months. He's got 5 months left in his term. What do you think will happen?
Oh, I think that we were going to get back on message, and we're going to talk about all of the bad things going on, the economy in the tank, the failed stimulus, like I said, the Gulf oil disaster, and the porous borders. On the big issues, Republicans are going to take back the House. Republicans are going to win a lot of Senate seats and a lot of governor's races.
All right, no matter what Michael Steele says.
No matter what Michael Steele says, we're going forward.
All right, Adam Geller and Jeffrey Richardson, thanks for joining us.
Happy July 4th.
And happy July 4th to both of you. Thank you.
Happy July 4th.